Depending on what they are, our habits will either make us or break us. We become what we repeatedly do. Sean Covey. Many of us walk around in a constant state of fatigue. We almost wear it like a badge of honor and look down at those who seem to be bursting with energy, like they are doing something wrong or should join the I have no energy club. The fact is that we have it easier than any group of humans in history. Food and water is easily accessible. Technology makes learning and working both mobile and immediate. Shelter is plentiful, and entertainment is everywhere. In a recent poll, YouGov found that only 1 in 7 Americans reported waking up feeling refreshed every day, and over half of us reported feeling tired 4 or more days a week. This all leads to the question, what are we doing wrong? What habits do we keep doing that drain our energy? And how can we reverse this trend? In the next few minutes, we'll look at 8 common habits that drain your energy and suggest ways to fix each. Number 1, sitting too much. Many top health experts agree that sitting too much is a serious problem for many Americans. So much so that it's been called the new smoking. Sitting in itself is not exactly the problem. It's the amount of sitting that we are doing. Up to 25 Americans sit for more than 8 hours a day, and 44% get little to no exercise. We are literally becoming couch potatoes. This leads to an increased risk of diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and obesity. Think about the last time you got a workout in, early in the morning. You probably had energy and a boosted mood for the rest of the day. Compare that to your last Netflix binge. It likely left you tired and with a feeling that you needed to rest. Make it a part of your routine to walk for 15 minutes a few times a day. Just a quick walk can help get your blood flowing and boost your energy. Bonus points if you can walk outside and get some sunshine too. Number 2, not drinking enough water. Studies have shown that mild dehydration, meaning losing only 1 to 3% of your body's water, can impair brain function, mood, and energy levels. Our body is mostly made up of water, so it makes sense that it functions better with it. The other problem is that we often replace water with things like coffee, alcohol, or sugary beverages. These stimulant-rich beverages give us a short burst of energy followed by a crash. This crash often leaves us more tired than we were before, more dehydrated, and thus we need more of a stimulant, and then slowly but surely that drains our energy as well. Number 3, worry about the future. Our fatigue is often caused not by the work, but by worry, frustration, and resentment. Dale Carnegie. Nothing is more draining than worrying about events that are yet to come. Maybe it's bills that are on the horizon, a meeting with your boss, a test at school, or a difficult conversation you know you need to have. You can prepare for these events by focusing on the present. Make money now. Work harder now. Study now. Most of the things that you worry about will never come to pass anyway. And just as bad, number 4, living in the past. Almost as bad as worrying about the future is living in the past. While it is important to learn from your mistakes and the lessons that the past can teach us, living there often leads to depression, regret, and a loss of energy. Learn your lesson and move on. You've got a life to live in front of you, not behind. Number 5, junk and processed foods. Just like stimulant and sugar-rich beverages, foods that are overly processed or are high in sugar will cause a quick energy burst, followed by what is often referred to as a food coma. Once a food coma hits, your eyes get heavy, and any work that you were trying to get done is often out the window. There are good things that come from most of the mainstream diets out there. The thing they all share is that you will limit the amount of junk food that you are eating and develop quality, consistent eating habits that will help keep you fueled and full of energy. On the same note, number 6, stimulants. As we mentioned in both the section about water and the previous section on junk food, overuse of stimulants is a quick way to run yourself down and feel more drained than you did in the first place. Things like caffeine and sugar are natural stimulants, but there are plenty of over-the-counter drugs that do the same thing. Whatever they are, stimulants will give you a burst of energy followed by a crash when you are even more tired. Not only that, but stimulants taken in the evening can lead to trouble sleeping, which causes you to be tired all day the next day as well. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy my morning coffee while I read every single day, but I limit myself to 1 cup, and after lunch I do my best to stay away from both caffeine and sugar. Number 7, negativity. We all know a person who is constantly complaining, playing the victim, or talking down about other people. You dread talking to them. What happens when you are in a spiral of negative thoughts, though? It can be hard to work yourself out of a funk like that. A study done in London found that prolonged negative thinking diminishes your brain's ability to think, reason, and form memories. Negativity drains your brain's ability to think. To fight this, gratitude, meditation, and thankfulness practices can help you flip the switch in your brain if you are struggling to stay positive in your day-to-day life. Try each one to find which one works best for you. And number 8, a poor sleep schedule. This is probably the most important of all, and that is your sleep. Not only do you need to make sure that you are getting at least 7 hours of quality sleep, recent research has shown that to really optimize your sleep, you need to be consistent with it as well. Going to bed and waking up at the same time allows your body to get into a rhythm and for you to hit the important REM cycles consistently. If you struggle to get to bed, try to make an evening routine. Make sure that it starts with dinner time and it runs until you go to bed. For example, 6 p.m. dinner, 6:30 to 8 family time, 8 to 9 put the kids to sleep, 9 to 10 read, and 10 p.m. lights out. Many people find that cutting the TV and the computer screens out at least an hour before bed really helps. The key point is really consistency though. You develop a routine of going to bed at 10 p.m. and it becomes a habit, thus making it easier to stick with it. Even if you get up at 5 a.m., going to bed by 10 means that you get a solid 7 hours of sleep every night. Remember, depending on what they are, our habits will either make us or break us. We become what we repeatedly do. Take a deep look at your habits. They are either draining your energy or fueling you to be your best. We've outlined 8 super common energy draining habits in this video, and if you change even 1 or 2 of them, you can boost the energy that you attack each day with. Did you like this video? Do you have a book that you'd like to see us summarize or a topic that we should do a video on? Leave your ideas in the comments below, and we'll do our best to make sure that your idea comes to animation.